awful. American Harry Reviled has put royal up for sale. Meghan causes unholy scrap with royals. Meghan Markle worked to commercialize the royal family with American-style branding in order to sell the royal name across the pond. She felt her and Prince Harry had to be a brand which would have been seen as awful by the royal family, an expert has claimed. Speaking on Channel 5's latest royal documentary, Meghan at 40, The Climb to Power, which aired on Saturday, July 24, royal author Tom Quinn explained how Meghan Markle had an unholy scrap with the royal family over what royal name her and Prince Harry could use for their commercial interests as they attempted to massively capitalize on the royal name in the USA and have tried to construct a brand after their departure from the royal family. The comments come as Meghan and Harry continued to forge lucrative media deals with Netflix, Apple, and Spotify, have set up a media company called Archie and have recently announced plans to publish 4 new books in a deal thought to be worth an eye-watering $40 million. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were forced to drop their Sussex royal brand name after leaving the royal family for the US in March 2020. But, when their transition out of the royal family was in its early days, royal author Tom Quinn suggested there was tension over what name the couple could use going forward. Royal expert explained how when the couple went to Canada there seemed to be an unholy scrap over what the Sussexes wanted to be called. They wanted to be Sussex Royal. Again, this is an American culture thing coming in via Meghan, Mr. Quinn said. She, having crossed the Atlantic, began to think we have got to be a brand. That terrible word that the royal family would always think they are talking about brands, it's awful. He added how the pair wanted to be Sussex Royal in order to put the name on their product, but then they were told they could not be Sussex Royal and they couldn't be HRHs. The royal expert explained, it was the royal family again saying to them because clearly Meghan and Harry clearly hadn't checked. He suggested the royal family would have been telling them, you can't just carry on with the titles you and when you were working members of the royal family. Royal historian and commentator, Ed Owens added, any form of commercial venture risked bringing the royal family into disrepute if it didn't fit with the monarchy's remit of public operations back in Britain. Speaking to US Weekly at the start of July, Pauline McLaren, a professor of marketing and consumer research at Royal Holloway University, explained how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have established a competitive brand with their version of royalty that destroys the brand of the royal family. This brand, she says, massively challenges the established royal family brand as the California-based pair continue to roll out products from books to podcasts. It comes as Harry announced he is writing a tell-all memoir about the highs and lows of his life so far. The consumer expert, who wrote Royal Fever, The British Monarchy in Consumer Culture, said, they are taking that forward in the States and in a way challenging the royal family brand. They are showing they are au fait with contemporary times. They are showing up the royal family for their old-fashioned ways, their much more traditional ways. But Professor McLaren warned the pair of their actions in using royal family titles as a basis of their brand despite the criticism Harry and Meghan have leveled at the royals. She explained, but it is keeping that balance that they keep in touch with royalty because that of course is their kudos. Professor McLaren went on to explain how the Sussexes have established their own brand with a heavy emphasis on victimhood, which has a massive market in the USA. In setting themselves up in the way they have in the US, I think they are repeating that narrative in the way they are both blaming the royals in different ways. There is a sense of victimhood and that they have had to overcome these challenges. Speculation has been rife over what the book will discuss, but royal biographer Ingrid Seward believes Prince William could come out worst.